Welcome, adventurer! It's finally a time to choose your path, to decide who you will be in Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall. It's finally a time to talk about character creation. But first, leave a like to this video and subscribe to my channel to not miss future videos. And I got plenty of them, and let's start. But just before that, let me give you one advice. Don't try to make a superhero. Don't choose a high elf cause he have immunity to paralysis like 90% of players do. Just close your eyes, really imagine a hero you want to be. And play it. Maybe you want to be a lizard, a hermit who always wants to be a wizard, but he's afraid of fire and very fragile to disease. Or maybe you're a noble dark elf lady who lives her life in a high society, but in the night she's a deadly killer who is very good with short blades and master of thievery skills, but very fragile and have low HP. Or you're a ruthless Nord barbarian who always love fairy tales about werewolves and always want to become one. So, who are you, my friend? What is your story? Leave me a comment, I really want to know. First, we need to choose our race, and each region of this world represents different races and different starting location. And let's start from the top, so High Rock. High Rock is the home of Breton race, and they have natural 30% magical resistance, and it's not bad at all, believe me. Next will be a Hammerfall. Hammerfall is the home of Redguard, and they have increased damage and chance to hit that makes them a perfect warriors. And now Skyrim. Skyrim is the home of the Nords, and Nords have 30% frost resistance. It's very helpful in some situations. And now Morrowind. Morrowind is the land of the Dark Elves. They have increased bonus damage and also a chance to hit. Black Marsh. Who lives there? Argonian race, and they are perfect swimmers. When they swim, they get tired less often than any other race, and they can hold their breath much more than any other race. So if you love swimming, this will be a perfect choice. Now let's go here. Who is that? Khajiits. Khajiits have plus 30 to climbing checks, so they are perfect climbers and very interesting race after all. Valenwood. Valenwood is home of the Wood Elves, and they have increased bonus damage chance and increased chance to hit, but only for archers. And now, the home of the High Elves. Yes, everybody chooses this race cause they can be paralyzed, they're immune to it. But choice is up to you, so choose your race and let's move on. Now you have to select your character's gender, and gender have absolutely no effect on your abilities. And it's time to select your class. You can answer questions or just choose from pre-made classes, but you will choose a custom class. At the bottom you will find the custom. Let's choose it. And here we are, and I will start with attributes. So strength, it represents how many weight you can carry and how much damage your weapon can do. It also connects to such skill as axe, blunt weapon, climbing and jumping. Intelligence, it's your maximum spell points. It also connects to all language skills, medical and lockpick. Willpower, it's your spell resistance, and it's connected to alteration, destruction, illusion, mysticism, restoration and thaumaturgy. Well, a lot of them. Agility, It's how often you will hit the target or dodge attacks, and it connected to archery, backstabbing, critical strike, hand-to-hand, long blade, pickpocket, short blade, and stealth. Endurance, it represents your hit points, also responsible for healing rate and your stamina, and it have additional perks. It's resistance to poison and disease, and how long you can hold breath underwater, and it's connected to swimming skill. Now your perception, no, it's personality, my friends. Yes, how NPC will react when they see you, and it's connected to skills like etiquette, merchandise, and streetwise. Now speed, very important one. You will move faster and attack faster. It connected to dodging, running, and luck is very special and mysterious attribute. It increase your hit chance, dodge chance, don't affect the loot in the dungeon, and I believe it increase much more. Many people say that the willpower and agility is broken, they do almost nothing in the game and you should lower it to 25. Of course you can do it, but I don't recommend it. It's a part of the game, how developer design it, so I want it to be like that. But it's up to you, your decision. Now let's talk about skills, and this game have a very special formula how you level up. So it use your first 3 skills from primary, 2 from major skills and only 1 from minor skill. All other skill, I mean this one and that one, will not affect your level up at all, and you will have to rest to actually level up. Don't forget it. It will be very wise to fill all these fields with the skills that you will use often during your adventure, so you will be able to level up much faster. But what skills are better for me? What do they do? And let me tell you. From the weapon skill, the blunt weapon and long blades have most powerful in-game weapon, and they will do massive damage, so if you plan to be a warrior, choose one of these skills. Next interesting skill will be critical strike. Actually it will not increase your damage, but increase your chance of hitting your enemy. Very unusual, but it works just like that. And you see there will be a lot of language skill like this. Dragonish, for example, Gigantish, Harpy, and Impish, and there will be more of them. What do? They help you to avoid combat, cause if your weapon is hidden, sometimes NPC like imps will not attack you and will not be hostile towards you. There will be 3 very special token skill like etiquette, merchant skill, and there will be streetwise somewhere over here. Where it is? Yes, streetwise. So what do? Actually, they allow you to talk to people, but not just that. If you use etiquette, you raise a level, you will be able to talk to noble, and when the level grow even more, you will be able to talk to kings themselves. And the streetwise works the other way. You will be able to talk to bandits and even maybe to the Lord of Underground. And merchant skill is very special. It will allow you to get better prices and it will increase just by trading. You sell an item and the level will go up. Very useful. There is no need to tell you about lockpicking, jumping, climbing, stealth, pickpoint, and running. I think you know it already. But keep in mind, these skills is very interesting, especially stealth and dodging, cause it made a self-check when you meet the enemy, and it will grow rapidly. And if you want to play as a mage, let me quickly explain some magical skills to you. So Traumategy, it will allow to change the shape of the objects, and you will be able to fly using levitate spell. It's very good and very useful if you're mage and can climb or jump a lot. Very useful. Next one will be restoration. It no need of explanation, cause it's your healing spells. Deepens in dungeon, you will need restoration a lot, cause you will need to heal yourself. What else do we have? Mysticism, one of most important skills ever, cause the very early spell you will get called Recall, and it's essential for this game cause dungeons are long and you can put a beacon in the entrance of the dungeon and then deep in the dungeon you can cast the spell, go back to the entrance, unload some loot or just leave it and go again, so it will allow you to make beacons and teleport between them. Very, very, very useful. What else do we have? Destruction, also no need of explanation. It's a classical fireball. It's a category of spell or skills that will allow you to put exit, fireballs, lightning, all that stuff, friends. Must have, just must have. And alteration. Also a very good skill, cause it will allow you to cast shields on yourself and protect yourself. You're mage, you're weak, you need shield. And I missed illusion. Oh, here it is, illusion. Illusion will make you invisible using chameleon and all other stuff. And it's very useful if you want to be a thief, by the way. And there is one more skill called hand to hand. It will increase when you kicking and punching your enemies. It's very hard to defeat everybody with bare hands, but if you want to be a monk, maybe you should choose it. And that's all for skills for now, and let's move on. Advantages and disadvantages. First, let me tell you how it all works. You see this scale and a dagger in the middle. When you gain advantage, it will go up. And when you gain a disadvantage, it will go down. The higher your dagger is, the slower your character will level up. And the lower dagger is, faster your character will level up. Lower your dagger will be at the end, it's better, you will level up faster. But if it remains on average, it's okay, it's normal. But first thing you need to do, I strongly advise you to do it. You must raise your maximum hit points per level up to 30. It will not guarantee that you will get 30 each level, you will get up to 30 each level. And now it's time to advantages and disadvantages. And all this field is your personal preference. Let's start with disadvantages. So let's add some. And mainly people add disadvantages like weapons they will never use. So forbidden weapon. I will never use an axe cause I'm playing to play the mage. Okay, let's add it. And another example, I will never use armor, chain armor. There are too few in the game, and leather armor also too few, because almost all armor in the game will be plate armor, so let's choose chain armor. And it's not enough, let's add more, what we need. Let's add critical weakness. Okay, we will be very weak to paralysis, cause spider and other creature can paralyze you anyway. You have only 25% of defense, and with certain spell you can easily get rid of it. So let's get weakened by paralysis. And so on, you get the idea. You can get weak to the shock, iron weapons soon will become completely useless. Elvish weapons is very hard to find, and when you find them, they will easily be replaced by dwarven. Oh, and so on. It's your own personal preference, and remember about role-playing. Maybe you want to play a character who is too weak to fire. And let's talk about advantages. And this is also very personal preference, but there are few things you just must have. If you're playing as a warrior, you must get expertise and weapon you gonna use most. Blunt weapon, for example. So let's get expert in blunt weapon. It will help you a lot. But let's add more. If you're mage, you will need to increase magery. And yes, 3x will be perfect, you will just need it. And even if you play a warrior, this too is must have your main weapon and increased intelligence. Because it will give you additional spell points. Everything else will be your personal preference. And I advise you not to take the spell absorption or rapid healing, cause it will make your game too easy. With spell absorption you will absorb the enemy spells they cast on you, and you will be like a cannon. You can spawn fireballs just like mad. And health regeneration also will make the game very easy. All this must fit to the character you imagine before starting all of this. Okay, and now we have the last point, it called Edit Reputation. And I personally advise you not to touch it unless you want to play a certain role. A thief, for example, or nobleman. Then you will have to increase your reputation with underworld or nobility, or maybe among the merchants. But better don't touch it, you will get it during the game anyway. You create your hero and time to move on, and now it's time for background. Of course we will choose our own path. And here you will have to choose your own path. The questions that you will get depend on character you created, on class exactly. So I'm more magish and question will be more about a magic. And answering this question can give you little advantage or disadvantage or just an item. I will take example my mage class, so first will be destruction. And no matter what class of magic I will choose, I will get plus 6 points. And now a question that I believe every adventurer will get. What motivates you into a life of adventure? So riches will give you 500 gold pieces, knowledge will give you a book, helping others will increase your reputation among commoners by 10. Fame will increase your reputation in underworld by 10 and among the scholars also by 10. And fun will increase your etiquette and streetwise by 3 points. Okay, I will choose a fame. In between formal study you spend your time on. This question will be offered to mages and to spellsword, a very popular class, so I believe you will get it. The first answer will give us etiquette plus 6, and reputation among nobility will rise by 5 and decrease among the commoners by 5. Practicing acrobatics will increase your jumping, dodging and running by 2 points. Swimming will just give you plus 6 to swimming skill. Learning street marts will increase your streetwise by 6 and reputation among commoners by 2, underworld reputation by 3, but will decrease your reputation among nobility minus 5. Learning economics will give your merchant skill boost plus 6, and sparring will give you a hand-to-hand skill increasement by 6. I don't know do you need it or not, but anyway. Personally I will choose learning economics, but it's completely up to you. And here everything is clear, you just have to pick what do you want, and I want a book. Yes, I want a book. And this choice is very essential, my friends, because there is ebony dagger, a very famous item, but I will not choose it. I will choose a silver staff. Yes, you just have to choose what you will get in the beginning of the game. I want a silver staff. You grow older, you receive additional magic training in, no matter which school will you choose, you will get plus 6 to this class. I will choose School of Mysticism. And this is a question everyone will get. As a child, your nickname was. A rabbit will give you boost plus 6 to jumping. Ruby will give you swimming skill increasement by 6. Quicksilver running plus 6, Monkey climbing plus 6, and Scraper hand-to-hand plus 6. I will choose a rabbit, why not? You're friendlier than most with, and no matter which one of these you choose, it will increase your language skill by 6, and I will choose this one. No matter what you choose during this question, cause it will do absolutely nothing, so I will choose this one. And friends, answer to these questions also doesn't matter at all, so choose what you want. A mage, for example. What god, if any, do you worship? If you answer no, it will increase your reputation among scholars by 5, and if you choose a god, no matter what god it will be, Mara for example, it will increase your reputation among Mara by 5. I will choose none. And yes, sometimes you will get the bad questions, like this one, and there are no good answers. All of this is disadvantages. You have the most trouble with resisting poison, poison resistance minus 10, getting along with others, reaction roll minus 5, resisting magic minus 5% to magic resistance, staying awake and alert, fainting minus 5, avoid disease minus 5 to disease resistance, and fighting without magic minus 5 to hit. Oh, I will choose poison. Your background is completed and let's move on. And now is the last part of your character creation, where you can re-roll some attributes and additional points, and I want to tell you a few things about it. You see, you can increase your points. This number can be rolled from 6 to 14. And just roll until you get the character you want. For example, with a lot of spell points or magic resistance or anything you like. And if you want to make your character perfect, all these numbers together, including this one, must be between 464 and 474. So if you roll this, you will make a perfect character. And that's it. All you have to do is to add some skills to your primary, major and minor skills. And the last screen will ask you about reflexes, and actually it's a game speed, how quickly you will attack, how quickly monsters will attack, and it's a personal preferences. Many people love it to be very high, but not me, I'm a slow player, so I will choose the average. Now let me show you few classical bead examples. we will start with the warrior. So let's go and decrease our willpower to 25. Because we are warriors, we need no more. Let's decrease the intelligence. But you will need it anyway, cause sooner or later you want to cast a spell. And personality, why warrior need personality at all? He can resolve everything with brute force, so let's decrease it. And main parameters will be strength, speed and agility, so let's increase it. At least to 75, 90 will be better. So let's go here and here. 75, and let's add 5 to endurance, cause we are warriors, we must have a lot of health points. And now about skills. As you know, I told you before, the blunt weapon and long blades are most powerful in-game weapons, so let's choose blunt weapon. The next skill will be a critical strike. You will need it, believe me, and it will make your character progression much faster. You will level up much faster. And the third skill will be dodging. Yes, dodging is also very helpful for warrior. And now major skill. And here you can choose a skill that you like most, but we are now playing as a warrior, so it will be climbing, jumping, and mysticism. Believe it or not, but you will need it to create portals well and travel between them. Cause portal at the beginning of the dungeon will help you a lot, believe me. Minor skill will be any skills you like. Take a look at my example, but you can place any skills that you really want. Because I'm playing a noble warrior and I will have an etiquette. You may be a bad warrior, a barbarian, and have something else. And don't forget to raise maximum hit points per level to 30 for warrior is just must have. And I already explained this part, so you know what to do. Wizard build. What most important things to wizard build? You decrease some strength, but don't decrease it too much, cause you know you will have to carry some loot. Increase intelligence at least to 75, increase willpower, decrease agility, cause we will not be in melee combat often. Endurance, not so much, we are wizards, they don't have huge endurance. Personality must be great, cause I like talking. Speed is also very important. For primary skills I choose Destruction, cause it will be our main weapon. Restoration, very important. Mysticism, you know about it. And now major skill, Alteration, our shield. Critical strike, every character, every build needed. And now illusion, an art to become invisible. Sometimes it's very useful. And at minor skill you actually can choose anything that you want. I choose a lot of language skill, but let's choose a short blade. At least give one weapon skill to our mage. And don't forget to add a special advantage. Oh, I already have it. Increase mastery 3x to intellect to increase our spell points. A thief, a rogue, what most important attributes are for thief? It's agility, it's pretty decent strength, and you will need a lot of speed. You can increase some luck. And what about skills? Of course, primary skills will be short blade, backstabbing, dodging, critical strike, stealth, lock picking, and from minor, pickpocket. And everything else, choose just what you want, what you feel your heart desire. And don't forget to add special advantage to short blades. Your expertise in short blade. Yes, and you will have a perfect thief. And always increase your maximum points to 30. But always remember what I told you at the beginning of the video. Imagine a hero you want to be and create one. There are plenty of opportunities. Make him weak in something, make him strong in other way. Make him unusual and just enjoy playing your character. And I hope this video was helpful, friends. And if it does, leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos about Daggerfall. And I will see you in my next video, friends. So meet you there.